Hello and welcome to Edge of Empire, a mostly Horus Heresy podcast these days. My name is Chris. Joining me this evening is my brother Graham.
Hello there.
Our dear friend Michael Bottrell Esquire.
Hello.
And yeah, it's gonna be one of those nice, warm, by the campfire episodes where we're just gonna chat. We're just gonna chat. We're gonna go through the stuff that's happened since we last had a chat, and it's just gonna be, chilled. That's what we're here for. Just some nice, chilled, easy listening.
Nice, chilled vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
what we're all about. So we're going to be doing the old classics, the new releases, what we've been up to, State of the Union.
And we've got some letters.
Letters from you guys. And then we are finishing with a lovely little list challenge of armies we don't think we've done before, but almost certainly have.
Probably at some point in the last 10 years.
At some point,
I definitely haven't done this particular army.
I'm pretty sure I've not done the one I'm doing. Anyway,
I'm sure I have, but I was more confident in the fact that I've done everyone else instead of this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, who knows? We might even have the same armies.
Never. No, we
might.
Don't. I know that. We don't.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. All right.
What a world we live in.
What a world we live in. That's it. We keep Graham out of the information loop on this challenge purely because we just don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. on a Monday with a massive email from him
explaining why this list doesn't work.
Exactly, telling us why we're wrong. So we keep him out of the information loop until we get to this point in proceedings.
Well, that's fair.
I think it's entirely reasonable for his mental health more than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. All right.
Everyone good?
Yeah. Should we crack on with new releases? Okay, new releases. We have a fair few this month. Well, I say month. It's been a while. We're going to start off with Kravak Morn. He's a Iron Warriors, Chaos Space Marines. Well, I reckon that's a Praetor or a Warsmith, whatever. I mean,
yeah. I'm going to tell you what, Mr. B. I was really thinking about finding a shoehorn image, which I might try and find one. And every time I feel that there is a thing being shoehorned in, it will appear in the corner of the image.
Okay.
Look, I mean, look at that. You could call that Telemeter armor, right? It looks a bit. Like
I'm not saying this is a shoehorn.
It's Cataphractii. Yeah, no. It's fair. It's a Cataphractii armor.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a 40k model, is it? Not a.
Yeah, 40k.
It's not a Heresy model, yeah.
Yeah, well, I would definitely. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I might even get one for my Iron Warriors.
Yeah, £29 or $24.65 at Element Games. And there's also an Iron Warriors upgrade pack, which is exclusive to Games Workshop. It's £20. Shoulder pads, heads. I don't think that's too shoehorny. I think that's...
No, I think these were... I just raised the point because I just thought...
No, it's fair.
Okay, things not appearing.
The next two, you might...
Oh, yeah. So what are left? They're just for what marks?
They for Chaos Space Marines, but I'm like, yeah, that'll work for.
Is there a scale issue?
No, I don't believe there is.
Okay, I don't know how 40k works anymore. So
are they Primaris? They're not Primaris.
No, they're not Primaris. There's new Chaos Space Marines are about the size of the current Heresy models,
right? And
the shoulder pads haven't really changed at all. So
the heads are good.
Yeah.
But it's an option. It looked good on Mark II armor, I think.
Yeah, those helmets.
Yeah, they look Mark II, don't they?
Yeah. No. Okay, the next two might get shoehorned, but we have fully adult £38.50 or £32.72, a new Magos for the Mechanicum.
What manga character does she remind me of?
I know what you mean. It's the face. Is it no face? No, not no face. No,
it's the face and the hood kind of.
Yeah,
it's Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Studio Ghibli.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah, but she's
flashing a bit of robotic leg there, saucy devil.
Yeah. And then we've got Knight Destrider. I don't know if we're getting rules for this in Heresy, but it was strongly implied by someone that we were. I can't remember who, but it's just basically a mini
Jeff
Knight.
from the market.
105, 89, 25. I don't know if this is getting Heresy rules, but who knows? Maybe. Or you can use it for parts, whatever.
It's just
okay.
a Knight, isn't it? But with a
with a
Gatling gun.
Gatling gun and lance.
A beefed up version of it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Okay. Then we have Custodes.
What's
sorry.
different about it?
It's apparently it's medium size. Apparently it's sort of between a full size Knight and an Armiger. Because what the Knights really needed was another class of Knight.
Yeah, just to confuse things. That is weird, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose the spear's new. I don't know what the spear is. Yeah.
And the legs, it's sort of like that more hunty pose.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't care. I care neither one way or the other.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's just not necessarily and it's got a couple of weapon options, but anyway. Right, then we have Custodes. Because we got the new Custodian releases. We got the Shield Captain, which is £27 or $22.95. Element Games. It's a nice one. I was surely tempted to grab it yesterday, but then I was like, you know what, my Custodes, I need to figure out what's in them before I start adding anything to them. So I'm going to bring them home at some point and sort of list them up and do any repairs that I needed and see where we're going from there. And she's and then the Venatari Sodality, £49.50 or £42.08 for 6. That's cheaper than the old set of 3, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. The old resin set was chunk of cash, but it was an old resin set. And also they've got built-in flying. I'm assuming the foot and that tactical rock.
Yes,
pre-connected.
It's like the current assault marines, sort of jump pack intercessors, because they can't give them the name assault marines for some reason. They're basically touching bits of rock to like jump off them.
Gotcha.
So
they look good. The packs look cool.
I do want some more of them, but I don't know if I necessarily want 6. Then we have the Custodian Guard Sodality and the Sentinel Guard Sodality, 2 separate kits. I believe the only difference in them is basically a weapon sprue.
Yep.
So, these are £44.50 each, or £37.86 Element Games. Sorry, 82 Element Games, and they come in packs of 6.
Yeah.
Which is one more than you used to get.
That did both packs, both things.
Yep.
One box.
Yes. I think it's one of those things where I think a lot of people are upset about them, but then some people are actually, oh yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I don't hate the models.
I like the models. I love the models. I think they look a lot more impressive than the old ones. They're a lot slimmer, taller.
Oh yeah, you and your male gaze.
Yeah.
Body shaming the Custodes. Yeah, right.
I think
younger and hotter. That's what you're going for.
Okay, fair enough. All right, and you've also got the Dreadnought, which does both types of Dreadnought. On the what's it? What are they called again? Calatus and the Achilles Contemptors. Does both of them in the same kit. That kit is £47 or £39.95 at Element Games. So much cheaper than it used to be. And the Coronas Grav Carrier. I definitely want one of these, but oh my god, it's £78 or £66.30 at Element Games. That's expensive. But
again, it's not triple digits.
Compared to what it was like 150 before.
That's the only thing from the range now that I would buy.
I want a couple more Venatari, but I definitely want two of these. I want 2 of these for them because I think they need them.
It's the only thing from the resin range that apart from the Ares Flyer that I didn't own don't own is the Coronas.
Yeah. Okay, and then we've got the 2 Caladius Grav tanks, the Standard and the Annihilator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why these needed to be 2 different kits, but whatever. They're £61.50 or £52.28 at Element Games. Really nice. I mean, they're
the best looking tank in the game.
I love the resin ones, so
It's just a beautiful piece of work.
It is.
Gorgeous. And
Absolutely.
it floats now as well, which is good. So
Put flying stand in there, which is nice. Okay, next we got from beautiful to damn ugly. We've got the Charonite Ogrin section, £44.50 or £37.82 for 4 Element Games. And yeah, their face only a mother would love.
They're better
than my 3D printed ones, so I'm going to get some of these. Absolutely, we'll get some of these. These are lovely models.
They look characterful.
Yeah,
I suppose that's what. That's.
I'm just going to put it this way: the helmets will be down on mine.
Gotcha.
They don't need a sergeant, so yeah.
They look daft as anything with the faces without the helmets.
They do.
Helmets make them look awesome. Otherwise, they look like something from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
No, with you there.
Imagine if the Oompa Loompas were like...
Yeah, they're like, Oompa Loompa. They just look absolutely...
They do. And then at the same price, £44...
Nonsense.
Yeah, £44.50 or £37.82 at Element Games. You've got the rapiers. So these are two different types, the fire support and the direct fire. So the fire support you've got your quad mortar or the what's the other? The mole mortar. So that's new. The mole mortar is new, I think.
Oh, it's new,
yeah. So that basically, and these go on bases as well, which is quite interesting. Unlike the current ones. So I don't know why they haven't shown it because they put bases in the pack.
Interesting.
So they haven't shown them on bases on the images.
Oh,
so that's fun. And then you've got the direct fire battery. So a different version of I think with the quad bolters, which are always handy. I think they are very handy. Or the laser destroyers, which are even more handy. I'm going to have to grab some of these at some point because laser destroyers are very good. In this edition. I mean, they were good in last edition as well.
They've never been bad.
They've never been bad. No.
Let's be honest.
Okay, moving on. We have a couple of interesting new tanks. We've got the Falchion, which I think fantastic, brilliant. I would love one. I just can't ever see me using one. Which is a shame.
Which one's the Falchion got?
Volcano cannon.
Titan weapon, right? Yeah.
Volcano cannon, yeah. Is it volcano cannon or something? It's horrible. It's a Titan killer. It will kill tanks in one shot. But
neutron wave cannon. That's
yeah. Sorry. Why did I think it was? Neutron wave. Why did I think it was a volcano cannon?
Because it's a volcano cannon on the Solar Auxiliary version.
Oh yeah. Of course, yeah. Basically, it's an anti-tank. It's in a case mate. It'll destroy any tank. No question. That's £125 or £100 at Element Games. I really like these plastic super heavies. They're lovely. I just can't see me ever needing it in a game, which is a shame. Okay, then you've got the Spartan Prometheus. Now, £74 or £59.20. So it's the same as the normal Spartan. The only difference between this and the normal Spartan is the weapon sprue. So in the weapon sprue you get with the normal Spartan has the laser, the las cannons. This one comes with the heavy bolters, the funny heavy bolters, which nobody seems to like, because apparently they're really badly designed, but I don't really know firearms that well, so... or laser destroyers. So it's...
Laser destroyers you would take every day of the week. I don't know why you would take anything else, to be honest with you.
So I would be tempted by this simply
it's
for
quite cool,
laser destroyers.
I just don't see the... Yeah, I mean, that's the problem is now that you can't... I mean, the laser destroyers are just angled slightly differently to las cannons. And I don't think there's a huge amount in it. They're devastating the las cannons anyway. Because I think each they do 3 damage each, so you can take out a tank quite happily.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. There is here's the confusing thing. There is a Prometheus tank, a Spartan, in the rules now. I've got it here because basically it's the same as a normal Spartan, but it's a command version of it, but it doesn't have the heavy bolters at the front. So it's like...
Oh, okay.
So it's a bit of a weird one. So it's like, yes, this exists, but it doesn't have heavy bolters at the front. and that's basically it. So yeah, there is a Prometheus. It is a command tank. I don't know why it doesn't have the heavy bolters. Who knows? I didn't even know there was an option to take it without the heavy bolters. I don't know if the kit allows that.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm sure someone will. Oh, sorry.
Even got a thing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I was looking through the photos on the thing, and I didn't realize that it worked on the thing when I wasn't clicked on it. Okay, never mind. Okay, then we've got the newer releases. These are this week's releases. We've got the Whirlwind Missile Tank, which is £42.50. Or £34 at Element Games. We've been waiting for this for a while. It's only just come up for pre-order. Looks really nice. Much better than the current Whirlwind.
Yeah, I agree. It's a nice model.
It's a much more 21st century missile launcher vibe, isn't it? Than the classic.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
Me and Graham were just saying before, with the rules for the Scorpius being less great now with its indirect fire, this actually probably is a better tank to take if you want that indirect missile fire.
Well, only because it's got a bigger blast template. So one of the things that I found with the Scorpius is in the new rules, it will always scatter.
Yeah.
So even if you roll a hit, it's going to scatter. You have to use the little arrowy thing if you're firing indirectly. And so the problem is that you've got a 3 or 2.5 inch template that's going to scatter a minimum of 2 every time.
Yeah.
And so, I use it, 2 of them in this game I had the other week. They didn't hit a damn thing all evening. So, yeah, I don't think, and they're kind of, and there's no way to make it any less. I previously could use nuncio boxes to, take off your ballistic skill from the scatter roll or whatever. They go the full, 7 inches is the average that you're going to get in terms of scatter of those. So it's not great, to be honest with you. They've overdone that, I think.
Yeah, they have. We also
with a
got
5-inch template. It's maybe a little bit more viable.
Yeah,
and you can give it the flamer template one for an extra 10 points. So panic one is not to be laughed at.
It's £42.50 or £34 at Element Games. I think this is a really nice model, and I might have to grab one. We also have the Legion Astartes Maximus Battle Group. Now, since we last recorded, they have announced and now released Mark IV armor in a battle group, and I think this is a really nice battle group. You get 20 Mark IV Marines in the new style, 10 Mark IV Assault Marines that come with power lances, and a Sikaran and Contemptor. And I would say, if you got this box and Saturnine, you've got a great starter army there.
I mean, Saturnine's probably enough on its own, to be fair, but yeah, get your point.
Yeah. Well, Saturnine's not quite enough. We discovered that you need to add some stuff.
Yeah. But not a huge amount. But yeah.
No,
yeah.
But yeah.
Not a massive amount, but yeah, no, I think you need something.
I don't like those backpacks on the Assault Marines. I prefer the new one.
Yeah, I prefer the single. Yeah, the single.
No, the single one. Oh, I think my preference is.
You think the Mark II ones with the big, big turbo fans either side.
Yeah, I think they're the best ones.
Yeah, they are the best. They are the absolute best ones.
I think the rest of them, like the single one, I never really liked.
Oh, fair enough.
And the one from 40k, which was like the square one, I didn't.
The Mark IV ones, the Mark IV one's the single one. That's
the joy about the now we have 3 different assault squads in different marks of armor that come with different weapons.
Okay.
So, this comes with chainsaws and bolters. The Mark VI comes with chainsaws and bolters and shields. This one comes with chainswords, bolt pistols and power lances. And the Mark II comes with shields, bolt pistols and chain axes.
Okay.
So, realistically, if you get 2 of them, you've got a lot of options.
Yeah, fair.
I would say the best pack would be the Mark II and the Mark IV. I think that gets you the most options. And you sort of mix and match. Okay.
Assault Marines are all Mark II and Mark IV.
Yeah. So this is £134 or £107.20 at Element Games, still in stock, which I'm not surprised at because I think a Sikaran. I think a lot of people already have a Sikaran and a Contemptor.
Neither of them are kind of must-haves, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, no, I still think the Sikaran's pretty handy as a general tank. But yeah, you're right there. It's not like the meta.
It's not like it used to be where it would rinse jet bikes like they're going out of bag.
But as I said, I think this.
No shrouds.
No pink for you.
Yeah.
I think
white scars.
I think this and Saturnine and a heavy weapons pack would be a great start army.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
we'll see. Okay, and then we've got a couple of other little bits. Mostly, we have books. We got the journal, Battle of Talon, book 1, £17.
Which I have bought, but I can't find.
I thought you said it was. Oh, you bought it. Okay, right. Okay. I thought you said it was this Qatari one you bought. No, I bought you.
Got all of them.
You've got all of them. Okay.
And I've got the super heavy one, but I'm just trying to remember.
This is the super heavy one. Yeah.
No,
is this the super heavy one? Oh no, yeah. There's so many now. It's kind of. Okay, and there's
still not digital releases.
No, which is a bit of a pain in the bum.
They're not going to do that either, are they?
No,
I don't think they are doing digital releases at all for anything.
Not after. Okay, just on a sidebar. Did you see that they have gone after Tabletop Simulator models?
Yeah.
Yes,
because they were doing 11th edition. Because they're that worried that might take away from their players buying models that they thought, oh no.
I suspect that. Well, yeah, unless they're going to plan on doing one themselves, of course.
What's they called? Not Privateer Press. Steamforge are doing a VR version of War Machine, where you use like a Quest headset or whatever. But it's got the pass through. You've got your models on the table. And then it sort of simulates the other person's models that you're connected to playing with when they've got the same sort of setup. They've got a table
with just
theirs.
To move your models about.
No, you use your actual models.
Whoa! So like AR then?
Yeah, it's an AR version of it. So you use your models, and then someone on the other side of the world is moving their models. They were showing it off a little bit at the expo, so it was really interesting. I never got to have a go at it myself, but it looks. They're like this is a hobby. Yeah,
between people, bringing people together.
Look, I mean, let's be honest. This is War Machine.
Musk levels. Shithousery, that is.
This is War Machine, and I don't know if you've ever played War Machine or hang out with War Machine players.
Bad things about it.
I am pretty sure that most War Machine players will be in favour of this if it reduces their interaction with other War Machine players.
Or they can just disconnect the cable.
Yeah, it's going to be raging.
Yeah.
The Matrix pulling the thing out there. Yeah. Okay. And as I said, we also got the DLG layout book. It's available on audiobook, EPUB, hardback. I think the hardback's actually sold out now. And it was a limited edition as well, which is long sold out. Although now you can only get the EPUBs if you want them direct from Games Workshop, or the audiobooks, you have to buy them from their app, although they still are on Audible and Amazon and all that. So they got rid of the Black Library site. And now you've got an app to buy books in if you want to buy them directly, but you can get them from Amazon as the open formats anyway. So,
okay, fair play.
It's annoying because it's like I buy mine on Audible and then I download it and put it on my own server because I don't want to. Because if I'm away from Audible, can have a really bad connection if you're away from places. So, okay, and we've also got another Journal Tactica, so I'll get these off, which is Zomortalis, which I think a lot of people were very excited about. Again, £17.
It's out now. Sorry, I didn't know.
It's up for pre-order now.
Oh, okay.
£17 or £13.60 at Element Games. So that's coming. Okay, and no honourable mentions this month. So
no shoehorn.
No shoehorn. Other than that night, which I'll admit is a bit shoehorning because I'm not sure if it's because all the old nights back in second edition they got new rules. Whereas this edition, they haven't quite
sample the horn of Gondor noise, right, for the shoehorn.
I think what we do.
So every time Mr. B shoehorn, we can go.
I think what we do is we get a kazoo and we shove it in a shoe, so it's a kazoo shoe, and it is the shoe horn.
Okay, I'll admit, and Fully Gold, I mean, that's just a Magos for...
You're so unappreciated, Mr. B.
Yeah, I try. Anyway, shall we do what we've been up to then? Right, what have we been up to this month then, guys? Chris, you've been prolifically painting, as usual, I guess?
I have assembled and base-coated the models you kind of said it has to be. The starter of the Desert Rats 8th Army. So that's started, assembled, base-coated, and some starting to experiment with getting my tan uniforms how I want them to be. The thing I'm sort of struggling with is what skin color do I paint the guys? Because obviously I'm doing the English, the British Army.
Yeah.
Do I do them with a slight hint of tan for being in Africa for X amount of months/years, or am I, do I paint them
Don't make your life too
fresh off the boat kind of vibe? So that's sort of, sometimes you have a lot of, too much free time, your brain just goes into weird little things of like
it's analysis paralysis.
Yeah, exactly.
So rather than paint them, I'm going to procrastinate on this one detail, which basically means I won't paint them because I'm procrastinating.
Oh no, I've painted other bits. It's like I've completely.
I would just use like
Right.
Agrax on them or something. Just
Yeah.
to give them a little bit of a. But to be fair, I've used that on my guys because it's muddy, right? So
Yeah.
No,
I think what I do is I just do them Bugman's Glow, wash that with Flesh Shade, and then highlight with Bugman's Glow again for like a slightly darker.
I can do a skin.
Bugman's Glow is a little bit red. But if you're doing because one of the armies I was thinking about was the Burma Chindits after watching.
Oh yeah.
Burma, and there isn't a. I don't think there's a kit for them, or there might be a kit for them, but they just had used the 8th Army.
I've got a STL for them.
Okay, because I was thinking, but anyway, I'm not going to do another.
I think I got it from
me next time. I'm going to do some.
Yeah, they do a Chindits kit.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
British Forces Chindit section 42 to 45.
Yes.
So
it's rough. Okay, cool.
I got them from War Games Atlantic.
Okay, nice. Anyway,
that is the really good thing about World War One. Because I mean, because Chris mentioned I sent some models down for him because I basically sent him. I've got the 3D printer. I bought some STLs, and I was like, right, I'm gonna print off Chris some support stuff for his thing. And the thing is, World War One, you can't copyright it. So loads of manufacturers make their own stuff, and Warlord are perfectly cool with that. Yeah, they're like, yeah, go for it. I think that's what. Sorry, go on.
There you go.
No, I was going to say, I think that's why they're kind of doing Conflict 47, because that is stuff they can copyright.
Yeah.
I know, that Atlantic and stuff. There's 3, I think there are sort of, from watching lots of videos, there are sort of 3 major miniatures companies that everyone seems to use for bolt action, which are War Games Atlantic, Warlord, and I can't remember what the third one is now. It's going to really bug me.
Victrix?
Yes, I think it's...
Yeah, they started doing some World War II stuff, with some Germans.
And everyone's like, just do it. Just, who cares? No one cares.
Like I said, I can't copyright it, like you said, because it's a historical record, but yeah, very cool. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just, the 8th is, the 7th, the Desert Rats are underway.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What about yourself? I've actually got a fairly big list to do. So
yeah,
but it's mostly bolt action.
Time putting your slide together.
I am sorry.
Another slide. No, don't apologise at all. It's I'm just teasing.
But that's the thing. I with my unemployment time, I basically just paint. Because it keeps me. It's my way of keeping my mind occupied and not deciding. You know what? Taking a walk off this roof would be the best way to go.
Yeah, I do.
Because honestly, that's what it feels like sometimes. Okay, that was depressing. Okay, Chris, Graham, sorry.
Way to cheer our listener base up, Mr. B.
No, I've said it before. You've got to keep yourself busy when you're unemployed because otherwise, I mean, Chris knows you got to keep yourself busy. Otherwise, you go mad. People always say, "Oh, I'd be so glad if I didn't have to work. I'd have so much time to do whatever the hell I want." And it's like you lose that sense of purpose. So,
Fair enough.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me when I'm getting up to go to work on a Monday morning and thinking I hate work. When can I retire? Because I'm really looking forward to that. But maybe,
I think you'll find like it's a weird tangent now. A lot of the people that have retired, like my mum, for instance, she retired and then within a month was like, I need to do 100 things to keep my brain ticking over.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, she was saying, I'm not retiring. She works in a nursery, so she's up and down on her knees all the time. She had 2 knee replacements so she could keep working because she's like, I don't want to retire. I'm going to get bored.
I would love to try. I would love to try. I mean, I'm sort of thinking, can I retire in like 8 years' time? And then, yeah.
I think as long as you've got something to occupy your time, it will be better for when you are retiring.
Just wait, 8 years' time, that's when we start going full time on this bad boy.
I know, right? That's exactly what we could do. Totally.
8 years. That's all you got to wait for.
It could become a job at that point.
Well, I mean, what was that granny who went on did Skyrim for like every day for like 15 years or something, and she was like, yeah, it just keeps me. Anyway, that's a distraction. Anyway, Graham, back to your.
So what have I been up to painting wise? So I've been batch painting my British infantry. So there's like 30 of them in the British offset. So I've nearly got them done. I just need to do their bases. I need to do the matte wash on them and then their bases, and they're done. So I have my infantry. And I also had to do an emergency Domitar because I had a Domitar. And from that stuff we bought from whatever the war
Christian
boot was.
Oh, the war boot, yes.
And so, but I wanted to use it in the games that we had for the single day event that you ran. So, and I got it done. I was very pleased with it. It was all good. So yeah, quite a lot done.
I think I have a bit for one of the bits you bought. Okay. Like a top of something, so I'll it's on my desk somewhere. I'll grab it and I'll bring it to you next time I see you.
No worries.
Which will be a week tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Unless you need a week off.
No.
Okay, cool.
I love gaming.
Yeah. So, okay, my stuff. I'll start with a bolt action then, because why not? Okay, so I done a lot for my Germans. I'm like, right, I've got the Germans. I want lots of choices. And having a 3D printer in this situation is very dangerous because you can just crank out models. So this is a star of it. This is I don't know if this is embarrassing. We got a Panzer 38T, which is a Czech tank, which, you know, it was really, really important and very underrated. Love this little tank. A SDKFZ 222 didn't really have a name, which is weird. I was in the research, like they never really called it anything. They just called it the 222. It's just a simple armored car, and a Panzer 1. And the thing was, I made my list because we're doing this escalation league in Hartlepool. I made my list, and it's like, oh right, Panzer what? In the armored platoon, you've got a command slot and a normal slot. And I was like, right, well, I'll put my Panzer 1 in my command slot because I can keep. I don't know. I don't want my Panzer 38T to be a bigger target. But that meant that my Panzer 1 was changed from a Panzer 1 into a Panzer Belzwagen, which is a completely different vehicle with no turret and just one machine gun. So I had to print one of them off, which is in the bottom left-hand corner there, and paint that, which was just fun. And it was terrible in-game, which it's supposed to be. It just died as soon as you looked at it. Because it's basically an armoured car. And then I needed some anti-tank, and this is early war, so I made a pair of Pak 36s, which were absolutely useless Well, they weren't useless, but when they were facing the British Matilda Wands, they got the nickname and the char. They were basically called door knockers because they were just tapping on the holes. They couldn't dent them. I backed a Kickstarter called From the Muse to the Volga, which I got a lot of these models from. The Pack 36 from there for early war stuff, and this is all like the test model. I printed it ages ago, and finally got round to basing it. And it's quite a nice model. Then we did another Kickstarter. I've been backing a few Kickstarters. I shouldn't, but.
This is why you have no money.
This is why I have no money. I have no money. Yes, no, I have no money.
It's George all over again.
Yeah,
it's George.
It totally is.
George.
Right.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I backed a
you
couple.
Would buy everything from Kickstarter that ever came out.
Any model company that was releasing a Kickstarter. Our old friend George.
I've backed a few through the years, and I backed 3 recently, which doesn't help my situation. But it's Armageddon. It's Armageddon. That's what did it for me. Armageddon. That's what's done me this month. I bought the Armageddon box set because I'm a chump. But I've
got enough of that stuff already.
Yep, exactly. Not enough. I have way too much. So this is a test model for the what do you call it? The Africorps. Yeah. So I'm just finding a scheme that works for it because, like, a lot of the schemes have the sort of faded jacket, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if I want to do the faded. I might want to do the green when they first went out before the weather started staining them, but just finding what works. I've got an officer with a guard to help to accompany him, a couple of anti-tank rifle teams because. These are quite interesting, actually. This is from a Kickstarter I backed years ago called, which was, again, early war German. But yeah, to be honest, though, anti-tank rifles aren't that great when I'm facing Graham's Matildas.
And Churchill.
Yep.
Tank infantries.
Then we've got another Panzer 38T, another Panzer 1, and a Panzer Jaeger 1, because I'm facing a lot of tanks at the minute, so I'm like, I need something
that's like a tank destroyer that you got there.
Tank destroyer, yeah. I needed to get some tank destroyers in. It was a terrible tank destroyer, but it's the early war. I'm staying committed to the theme here.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are you pushing yourself into,
I will, but it's one of those things where I'm going to do a late war at some point. But it's like I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I want to have a detour to the Africorps first for playing with Chris.
Yeah,
but I think I
might have to get more Matildas because that's the only tank that I have that's early war.
What I do need is an 88.
The anti-aircraft gun.
Yep, which is a dual weapon. Yep. And then we have a squad of pioneers and an officer for the pioneers. A couple of.
Sorry, I did buy the SAS, which I'm very much looking for.
Oh, did you know?
Yes, I have. I've got them bad boys waiting to come.
Nice.
German butt a little tap.
Yes, I will move into late war, but it's sort of like I want to get the early war out of the way because it's a period that interests me most. Is Germany at its height? Germany at its height. But the stuff was actually terrible, and as soon as it was going to come up against comes up against the T-34, and they're like, oh god, everything we've got is awful.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. But also how incredibly lucky the Germans were with the attack through Belgium. Just amazing bit of luck.
Well, it was communications on the French side. They just had terrible.
The French are relying on
the Maginot Line.
They're relying on the Maginot Line. They're relying on telephone wires for public communication, and also they have decentralized command. Yeah, so there isn't one place it's all going to. It's all individual zones.
The thing is, the Maginot Line did the job it was supposed to do, which was make the Germans go through Belgium. It did that job exactly. So, but they were too fast, so they couldn't fight them in Belgium.
Yeah, it's amazing when you think how big an army, particularly World War One, when you look at how big the French army was and how many they lost. Staggering numbers of people. I mean, just the number of shells that were fired at like Verdun and stuff.
Oh God, what was it?
Millions.
What was it? At the beginning of the war, Russia was making 35,000 shells a month, but they were firing 42,000 a day.
Yeah.
So it's just, the numbers are just insane. But yeah, a couple of Stug 3s. I've got a Stug 3F, which is more for when I'm going, because this list is supposed to bridge the Kickstarter name, Muse to the Volga, is sort of the idea I was going for from that period where they invaded France up until the beginning of the Soviet invasion. So the Panzer F, sorry, not Panzer F, the Stug 3F is great for that. It's the anti-tank killer. That's what they had at that time. But the Stug 3B, which is basically a howitzer, is great for the earlier war because they had that for getting into France.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because obviously the Stug 3 wasn't around at against the British Expeditionary Force. So
it was, but not as a tank killer. It was what it was originally designed to do, which was an assault gun, which was basically a mobile howitzer. So it was a nice
105 in the
Avery.
The Avery, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was an Avery. It was a support weapon, and it was like, oh, we could put a big gun on there, and it will kill tanks.
It's like that's how the 88 comes around.
Yes,
it's like, oh yeah, this thing shoots really high up into the sky really quick. Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think what I would have to do to, because obviously, yeah, that's how that will play the Russians. But yeah, very cool, Mr. D. Really does look cool.
Couple of Panzer IIs, because
I like your bases.
Oh, yeah, it's this, it's European mud and then lots of paint. Thick mud, European mud from Vallejo. Basically, I was using this sort of Sterling Battlemire, but they stopped making it, Games Workshop did. So I just took this and then painted. And it works. And there's this other stuff from AK Interactive that's literally called Puddles. And it's great for putting sort of like muddy-looking puddles on there. It's great. Couple of Panzer IIs. I like mortar. And then I needed some French stuff we did this demo day, I think I mentioned it earlier, at Hartlepool Gamers yesterday, where we basically brought a load of games in and opened up the rooms and we're like, yeah, come along, see some of these games that are not just 40k. We had a 40k table there, but we're saying, here's some Bolt Action, here's some Blood Bowl, here's some Baron's War, here's some Star Wars Unlimited. And it was actually quite a fun day, but I sort of knocked up a little French force, there's an infantry squad as well as this, but it's not on here. But I also did a Late War 222 because, as I said, I will get into Late War eventually. I'm trying to get a Dunkelgelb scheme down.
About 5 to 6 years.
In about 5 to 6 years.
Mr. B's doing it in
actual real time.
So
development cycle.
Alfred Spear that he is.
So I got some froggies here, a couple officers, forward observer, 2 Renault FTs because they use them.
The tanks look nice, didn't they?
They used the FTs in World War II. World War One tanks they used in World War II. It is great. They've got this brilliant rule. They're not just slow in bolt action. They're very slow.
Okay.
And they're absolutely terrible. They're brilliant, but I love them. An anti-tank rifle team, and then a machine gun and a mortar team. So that was fun. How about some heresy?
Why not?
How about some heresy? This, between recording the last, I've done a Word Bearers Tactical Squad in Mark 6 armor, because I only got 2 tactical squads for that, for the Word Bearers. So I figured if I'm going to play them at some point, I need another tactical squad for that. I need another tactical squad. And I was torn between this or a despoiler, but I figured, line 2 on that, I'm more comfortable with tacticals, but I should make some despoiler squads at some point because they're interesting.
I think tactical squad is much better than a spoiler squad.
Yeah, but it's an interesting idea. I did a Praetor, a Saturnine Praetor for the Word Bearers. Now this is 3D printed. It's the guy who made it soon had to take it down because he got a takedown request. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I bought that in time. I can't understand why. Yeah, he just called it the evil Saturn guy, and I'm like, it's a lovely model, just that chaosy.
It's another unanswered email explain.
Yep. Yeah. Which was nice. Yeah.
Games Workshop never seemed to want to do anything with us. I wonder too, Mr. B.
If they wanted to talk to us, they'd talk to us. Anyway, I also did an Iron Warriors Praetor because I got a few Iron Warriors and I should do something with them at some point, but I can't decide what to do with them. But I think I went a bit too grimy on this guy. He's very, very grimy. But
I enjoyed looking at all of them when I was doing the slides earlier.
Yeah.
I thought they were
very grimy.
I do like the illicit scary Saturnine guy. I think he does look super cool.
Yeah, I think he's a really nice model. And then a Saturnine Centurion, because I'm really liking Saturnine armor. I don't know what it is. I'm seeing a lot of people paint it. I've seen people paint it, and I'm like,
you love a trend. You're king of the trend.
Yeah, I think I have jumped on the trend. A lot of people have like got out,
knocking back your coconut water in your
avocado on toast,
in your in your Skims outfit.
Yeah,
I've seen you.
I think I've seen a lot of really good paint jobs on them, and I'm like, you know what? I want some of that. It's great. People have made some really. I think it's one of those.
Now I feel so. I've got a load of Saturnine to do, and I'm like, actually, no, I'm not going to do them. Then.
You know, it's one of those. It's one of those. You know what? I say this. Yeah. I say this all the time. Sometimes Games Workshop's paint jobs don't show off the models in the best light, but when they actually when their community gets hold of them and starts painting, they become really good. And I think that's
right. I think that's Games Workshop have got a style, right? And I think that it doesn't always look great for every model, particularly Heresy. Mm-hmm. Like that one you just shared about with the Iron Warriors Cat Fracti.
Yeah.
Fractor. It's got a classic kind of Games Workshop look about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not sure it's the best. I mean, that's my personal preference.
That's me as well. Okay. And we went to war, but Graham mentioned it. We bought a big pile of Mechanicum stuff from Christian, and it was huge. A lot of vehicles and a lot of vehicles and some Ursarax. And I'm very happy with that.
You got absolutely told off though. I felt so bad.
I got a big telling off.
I gave you more money than my side was probably worth, just because I was.
Yes,
so bad.
you did, and you were like insistent. But no, it's fine. I've got 3 of the Triorus,
and Megan were.
They were not happy. They were not. They weren't. Oh, it was me. I got it all. They were like they're. I
think they said, "Am I not a responsible adult?"
Well, yeah, but they know I
leave you to.
I'm not a child. I'm not a child.
Shopping trip.
Yeah. I'm not a child, but I spent £150 on it because Tristan was like, "I don't actually want to make money off it. I just want to get rid of it because we need room for the, I think it was ferrets.
Could have been."
Yeah, ferrets. So I've got 3 Triorus, 1 of the Karachnosses, and 2 of the tanks. So
but they're not the lightning gun ones, aren't they?
One of them had to be built as a lightning gun because it was originally Christian's, and I have no idea how Christian builds models.
Yeah,
he is absolutely nuts when he builds models. He doesn't have any rhyme or reason. He takes bits from sprues. They were the bits. I was looking through the instructions and I was like, well, how has he fit that bit there? Because this bit goes well after that bit, and it was a week of trying to sort of figure out what was in the box, let alone how to build it. Okay. I had to order a couple of spare parts for one of the Trioruses, but yeah, it was fine. But it was good thing, and so it means my Mechanicum army is actually, instead of just sitting as it is, it's going to get something happen to it. So that was fun. But yes, no, I got a big telling off for that. And then in other news, the Company of Legends terrain for now has gone into storage, a long-term storage facility, because it was taking
in the earth.
No, it's in Harrogate actually.
Vacuum seals for when the time.
When the time will come again.
When the inevitable time happens, we have to come to Legends in the new world.
It's gone to a storage facility in Harrogate, because the craziness was I'm paying a month in Harrogate for a facility, but half the price of a week in Hartlepool, which is just nuts.
Storage container, and it's
but it's sort of, you only can really get access to it after 6 p.m. if you driving down with something, and it's sort of like, well, yeah, it's by the bus station. You can't get. There's no parking.
Right,
So
right.
it's like they
like a sort of lock up, really.
they created it as a, well, it's at the back of a shop. It's got its own entrance and that, which is great, but we've got nothing to do with this space, so we may as well rent it out and make something from it.
Okay, I'm with you.
I've never seen that one again.
Yeah, that's been that's going to be on eBay.
No, I did check them out. They've got some pretty decent reviews. So,
Okay.
but yeah, so yeah, and that's where we put the PA system as well. The ridiculous PA system.
Oh yeah, the ridiculous PA system.
Yeah, miss plugging that about.
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, it's £100. It's It's a small PA system." It's not a small PA system.
Small PA system.
ACDC, you asked to borrow it for the last tour.
Yeah. Anyway, that's me. So I guess busy. Well, it's been like 2 months.
It's been like 2 months. 2 months since we had a friendly fireside chat. So.
Yeah. Okay, what about games played? Because
go on, Nickers, get out of the way.
Okay. So what did I say? Mr. B's event?
Yes, we held a little event. It was a weird time because we booked it at the date, and the guy Andrew didn't confirm for absolutely ages that we had it. So I was like, "Well, I can't really sell any ticket. I can't do anything. I'm pretty sure we've got it." He didn't confirm until then, and then we had some medical stuff happen, which, not going to go into. And I fell ill. I got like COVID, and so none of the marketing blitz that I intended to do got done properly. So we sold like 7 tickets, and only 4 people turned up.
Yeah.
Which was just...
Hey, look, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Everything conspired to...
Yeah. But we've got an event coming up in November, which I start putting towards an event pack next week, and we'll get that done out for. And then it's just a shame we can't have one of the weekend events so we can pay to bring Chris up and...
I'm good. I'll just do all the stuff that I need to from home. Thank you very much. My hermit lifestyle is...
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But yes, Graham, do you want to run through your games? So I've been speaking for ages.
First game, I think the chap's name was Luke, but you can double check. I can't remember, from Hartlepool.
No, he's from Redcar, I think, or Stockton, or Billingham, somewhere around there.
That way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any one of 4 places.
I know they're kind of all in the same area, to be fair. And was it Luke?
Liam.
Liam. That
doesn't know his name.
I didn't remember. Every time I do this, I think, I must write that name down.
He's an interesting chap. He plays basketball, and you look at him and you think, yeah, he's not that athletic. And then I've seen some videos of him playing basketball, and I'm like, oh my good lord.
Oh, right, nice. So anyway, a game against him. He had Ultramarines, I believe. God.
Yes, he's up.
Memory.
Oh, I'm terrible.
No, he brought Gulliman, because he was like up to the event. He was like, "Can I please bring Gulliman? Can I please bring Gulliman?" I was like, "Yes, you can bring Gulliman." And he checked like 2 or 3 times. You've not made it no characters again. And I'm like, no, you can definitely bring Gulliman.
Yeah. So I had my Mechanicum, Dark Mechanicum. Is my kind of go-to, or has been up until recently. They did all right, actually. They weren't too bad. It was a really close game as well, like super close. I think I won it in the end. No, he won it. I beg your pardon. I lost it. But it was like one of those...
You got dunked on.
I think that's fair. I think it was almost like a last turn win, which was quite cool.
Yeah, and you guys
related puns.
We were all
that kind of thing.
We were all chilled out, and they took like twice as long to play their game as the other guys.
Yeah, because we play the game properly, give it the respect it deserves. None of your rock, paper, scissors to see who won nonsense here. Thank you. It was a close game.
Next time we have an event, we have to have times for the games.
We got it done. You said it was a chilled day, so we were being chilled.
I know it was, but the other guys were like sitting around saying, "So when are we going to play again?"
Yeah, fair enough.
And we actually had time to play another game.
It was good. So the list consisted of the usual stuff, except for an additional Domitar, and the Kaitan was out in force because he's always good, I think.
The Kaitan is always good.
Yeah, I mean
It's not a knight.
no, but he's not as good as he used to be by some margin actually. Simply because he's got 4 attacks and that's all he can ever have. Whereas before he had the Hammer of Wrath 4, and then he had his attacks, then he had the Stomp after that. So yeah, he has taken a proper nerf. To be fair.
They have calmed him down a lot.
Which does kind of suck. But yeah, let me just check to see which just the sent out.
Yeah, but I think he works a lot better in the list now because he's not that because before I think he was more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It was sort of a bolt-on that they went and said, well, nobody's really going to use him, and they gave him amazing rules. And in this edition, it feels like his rules have been more thought out to match with what he is.
I mean, he's no good against infantry.
No.
Yeah, if you're going to use him against tanks because he's got high strength.
Yeah.
But that's probably about it, to be honest with you.
Whereas before he was more of a...
I don't think he actually was in the list now that I look at it.
No, he was because...
no, he was, yeah.
He was because because Gulliman took him out.
He did, yeah, he was doing okay. But like I said, he's not going to kill a lot of things, but he just, he's like a big target for people to womp on. And 2 Decimators.
I fought for it every time.
He had a Land Raider with Gulliman in, and some Caesarean, I believe. Yeah, he did have Caesarean.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it was one of those games that was pretty close. I enjoyed it anyway. I remember being...
Oh, Liam's a nice guy.
But yeah, Mechanicum did okay. Kind of held their own against that sort of list, which was cool. What else did we have? And then second game was, because it was odd numbers, and I went to see Mr. B have an actual game. Me and him teamed up to take on Damien's Raven Guard.
Yep.
Which was good. That was a really good game, actually. And again,
there
was some cool last turn, not shenanigans, because it wasn't but it was, there was, the mission was to basically hold the quarters, old school kind of mission that Mr. B had put together. And
took influence from the SN battle reports.
Yeah.
So give credit where credit is due.
It was a cool mission. And I luckily managed to move some units about, which put me into some good scoring. So I had more scoring than Damien did. So even though he had Corax, who was doing a number on all of my units, though not hugely effective, reasonable, I managed to eke the win for us. So that was good. So yeah, good times. And it was a last turn special, really. It was because Damien had a plan for the last turn, and I had a plan for the last turn, and it just happens to be that I managed to get our one managed to.
It basically came down to a save on my end and a run roll on his end.
Yeah. So that was good. And then I've had 2 games against Alpha Legion. So against Alpha Legion, he's got...
Before you go any further, I just want to say your plan to deal with Corax was wonderfully Mechanicum. You just kept feeding him guys.
Kept feeding him robots.
Yeah. So he couldn't get out of the combat and he was stuck there. It was like if he'd managed to kill those robots, he would have absolutely torn through our stuff. But no, you just sort of kept feeding him high, toughness robots.
High toughness, high wounds robots. So that worked pretty well. And I think we've got a few wounds off him. Anyway, so that
good. If it had been like a 6-turn game, he would have hammered you and moved on. But 4 turns, limited what he could do
to hold him up. And then I've had 2 games against Alpha Legion. I guess same opponent, Sam. It's been quite a good battle. So the first game was against my Mechanicum, and I got absolutely spanned. End of turn 1, 14-0. You're never coming back from that. In that
the new classic.
Yeah. It's just oh man, there is no way back from here. And sure enough, there really wasn't. Mechanicum do not deal with big units, 20 plus Marines. Just can't do enough. they haven't got enough attacks to get through them. They haven't got enough models to deal with it. They just haven't really got anything huge to kind of take that on. So yeah, they really struggled big time.
Gotcha.
Because like the big robots have only got like 2 or 3 attacks each. So if you've got a 20-person squad, they're just going to slowly wad up very much. I mean, yes, it's hard for them to wound you. If you've got a sergeant with a power fist, it's not so hard for him to wound you.
No,
And
it's you're being tar-pit and sort of just picked away at.
Yeah, totally. So I thought next time, well, I'm not having that again. So I upgraded from DEFCON 4, which is where I was with my mechanic, because I didn't have the Kaitan either on that list. Because, it was the first time I played Sam in this edition. And I didn't want to come out there, but hey, look at my big automata thing.
Right, I know how Sam plays, so why?
Well, because I'm a nice guy, Mr. B, and I can't remember playing him before. And it's only when I started playing him that I thought, oh, yeah, goodness sake, I remember now. He's quite a good player. So, because I'm nice. That's why I play. Contrary to your view of me being Willy Whack.
No, you are nice. You are nice. I'm sure I was like surprised you hadn't played him before, because he's a really good player.
Yeah. So anyway, I decided that I was going to teach the young whippersnapper a flipping lesson. So
Christ almighty.
So I went from DEFCON 4 to about DEFCON 3.
Did you get your flat cap on as well?
Sons of Horus. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the Sons of Horus?
Sons of Horus, with my Just Aaron, the Assault Reavers, Assault Squad, Tactical Marines, some tanks, which he struggles against. I also seized initiative, which makes life infinitely easier. Managed to kill all of his headhunters in the first turn, which he was not happy about, because they have all their Bane Strike bolters. I was like, yeah, they're going the journey.
Yeah.
Turn 1. And sure enough, they turned, because basically I could get because he'd infiltrated them right at the objective. That also put them in turn 1 charge range. If for Assault Marines, no problem at all. And of course, I was so close that he didn't have the option to Overwatch. Not that he can Overwatch with bolters anyway. And so I just tore him to bits. So I was very pleased with that. And he also had some Terminators deep striking in, but they didn't turn up till like turn 3 or 4 or something. If you haven't got Master of Signals, you're asking for trouble, I think. And so that was quite a lot of points that weren't on the board at any one time. Just Aaron, a fantastic, probably the best Terminators in the game, I think. Like the Bane Strike Combi Bolters are just a reign of death, really. Breaching 6+ with bolters is fantastic.
I don't know, those Tartaros Siege Terminators look tasty.
The advantage of Sons of Horus is that they Overwatch at full ballistic skill. So you don't need to use the Overwatch reaction, so you can always make sure that you're in volley fire range, and you will, if you've got 5 guys with 20 shots breaching on 6s, you're going to do some damage.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I forgot about
that. So I did win that. So they were very good. But I've got a game against him tomorrow, so I suspect he's going to up the ante again tomorrow. So this might get into a Christian-like situation, some sort of escalating conflict. So I don't know. I'm sort of
rock, paper, scissors, nuclear warhead. That's how it.
Yeah, I used Outrider bikes actually for the first time because I had them, and I thought, oh yeah, they'll be, they're quite a nice unit. Utterly useless in combat. Do not use them in combat. They are terrible. They're tactical Marines on bikes.
On bikes.
1 attack each.
Aren't they now more of an objective grabbing unit, really?
You can't grab objectives with cavalry.
Oh God, you can't. So what was I listening? Someone was telling me they're an objective, like
no cavalry can currently, I'm aware of, can score. So what they are good at is the twin bolters are 4 shots at much. So outflank means you can come on turn 1 from the side.
I might be thinking of last edition.
Yeah, but now they can't score anything. So they're a bit useless, to be fair. They're not worth the points. Because I said you can maybe get somebody off an objective if you're lucky, but you're not going to off them. You're not going to do that in close combat. So I think I've got rid of them, and I put a saber in for tomorrow. And
sabers.
and maybe another Sikaran. I can't remember. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to change it up a bit.
Yeah, I'm assuming sabers must be good now because every time there's a preview, people are all like sabers, sabers, sabers.
I don't think they're all that, to be honest with you. They're not bad, but I mean, the Volkite one's quite good.
cheap
quick.
for what they're
Yeah,
cheap
exactly.
and they're quick, and that's
they're not.
The only reason I assume they're good now is because literally every preview, people are just asking for, where's my sabers?
Yeah, I mean, the neutron laser is supposed to be quite good, but
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, but it's a weapon you won't ever trust, Graham, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's too few shots for my liking.
Yeah.
They are support, I think now.
They're hold on, I've got them on my list. They are.
Are they fast attack?
Well, they're a fast attack, aren't they? Yeah, I think they are.
Well, not a fast. You know what I mean. The whatever the fast attack.
Yeah.
Whatever fast attack is
recon.
now.
That's it. Yeah.
So no, I have still got them in there. Just with I think made some changes around. So yeah, they are Saber, Volkite, and Volkite Culverin and Volkite Saker. Short range, but they're very quick. So that'd be cool. Something a bit different. So yeah, so that was me.
What have you armed them with for tomorrow?
The Volkite Saker and the Volkite on the top. I think I can't remember what I've actually got on the model itself. Could be not that at all.
Fair enough. Okay then, right. Games played. Well, other than that game that we mentioned there, in the only other game I played was against James, who was down at the Hartlepool Club. Now he's only just getting his list together, so it was a bit. It was a smallish list. Oh, I thought I put it up there. There it is. That's better. Right. So it was my Solar Auxilia versus his Thousand Suns. And it was an asymmetrical list in the end. I was basically playing 1,900 and he was playing 2,000 because I went and left my Lehman Russes in my 40k case. So that was fun trying to go, oh my God, where are all my tanks? And I was panicking, thinking, did I leave them at the event the other week? And then it was like, no. I just left them in my 40k box. And it was a relic mission, because I quite like the relic missions. The only problem was Solar Auxilia cannot roll an intelligence test for Toffee. So even though I got onto the objective enough times and was scoring, I couldn't actually score because I couldn't pass the intelligence test in order to actually get the points. So, yeah. That
is suboptimal is the only phrase I feel acceptable in that situation.
Yeah. Now, James has done something very interesting with his list. He's gone with, instead of taking like the big stuff that does the most damage on infantry, my anti-infantry tactic is stuff that puts statuses on you. Like he had his Thousand Suns were all about all the options he'd taken instead of like the precognition, whatever stuff was all, I'm going to make I'm going to make it so that your guys can't do anything because they've got statuses on them. So there was times when I was literally having to take a status test for all of the potential statuses. So I just did my
Architects with old Plague Boy, whatever his name,
Typhus?
No, not actually Plague Boy. The guy that gives them the rads. Brain doesn't want to work. Can't think of a name first.
Is it a character or is it a unit?
No, it's a unit. It's the
the siege mortar, siege guy.
Yeah, because they get like panic.
Yes, no, I know the one you mean. Yeah. So I was like having to take literally every turn. I was having to take multiple leadership pinning, cool tests, and it was just like I'm failing. At some point, I'm failing them. So.
Mechanicum are great for that as well. All of their guns
it was really, really, really. I wouldn't say hard, but it's definitely okay.
I mean, one of my reactions is once you've got status is once you've got a status on, you can't score, right? Regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I've not come across that style of play before, but it's like, oh wow, I've never thought about this, but that is actually really, really good. and it was a real struggle to keep.
But that's why you want nuncio boxes, right?
Yeah.
Because
Which
people make
were
the
great.
status check at the
I
beginning of
was
the set.
I was being able to do that because I've got essentially the box interlink to do that. But
Gotcha.
it was a tough game because I was just having to take so many tests.
Do you remember actually heavy units get +1 to their cool check, which is often forgotten.
Yes, but Solo Auxilia. They're fun for that.
Harder to win with than Mechanicum, I think.
Yes, I'm like I'm determined to play with them, but I'm like,
got enough points.
If I want to give myself a chance, I'm gonna have to start maybe thinking I'm gonna have to play Marines again, aren't I? And I'm like, but I want to stick with them for the year.
Oh well, stick with them. Whatever makes you
ride it out, Mr. B. Ride it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna face it. But yeah, it's a tough one.
Can't you put the plasma turrets on the Lehman Russes? That might be a better bet.
There are plasma turrets. I just don't have any yet. So
I've got some if you want some. I've got some mold plastic ones.
That might be cool. Yeah.
I have them in the box somewhere in the loft. I can send them to you.
Yeah. Anyway, that was actually a really fun game. I really did enjoy that. And I'm glad. I like playing. I like playing. I like playing James. It's his first time playing Heresy at the club, so that was
good.
That was lots of fun. Right, I'm just having for some reason my slide didn't want to come off, so there we go. Better. Okay, right. So I guess we're going into
next month's
commitments. Right. So yeah, what do we want to do?
I'm going to finish my British off and probably add some tanks to that. And I need to then start my Skitarii because I've got 2 of those box sets and Voltarax so that I can add them to my Mechanicum because I think they might be a better addition and they might be able to give me something that could potentially deal with bigger units. So yeah. So that's what, because I got line as well. So I have to.
Right.
Don't have to add a tech priest / Magos with every unit for to score.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I will get the Desert Rats well underway. Sorry, my this dude fell off his thing and is now into 8 different pieces. Yes, I get the Desert Rats sorted out. I think get the skin tones done, get the infantry done. I haven't done. Yeah, that'll be it. They'll get the infantry done for those for next month, I think.
Fantastic.
All being well.
I want to get some normal Sat9 Terminators done because at the minute I've got Sat9 HQs, just no normal Terminators. So I want to get some of those done for next month, and maybe the Arachne platform, weapons platform, but definitely a Panzer III.
Oh, hello. It's on to the P3.
I need something that might have a chance at taking out Graham's tanks, or I might have to start transitioning to late war, or maybe just I don't know. Maybe I could just get the 88 at last.
You know that 37 centimeter gun, beautiful.
Yeah. The 88 is tempting, but the only problem is it's far less mobile than a tank. Which might cause some problems. But yeah, okay. Right, shall we move on to the State of the Union?
Alrighty, next up is our State of the Union, which is a somewhat irreverent look at things that are somewhat heresy adjacent or generally interesting in terms of the hobby. So the first sad news is probably the person whose imagery is the single most iconic real look for the 40K universe. is that the amazing John Blanche sadly passed away in the last couple of weeks. Fantastic artist, like I said. He had a particular style that I think really epitomised the grim, dark look of things for 40k, and certainly for me was one of the sort of things that drew me into the hobby. I've always loved his work, so yeah, really, really good. But again, shame that he's passed. Actually, if you ever get a chance, have a look at the stuff that he did for the Lord of the Rings, which is also really, really cool. Definitely worth a look. Not for the game, but back in the day, he did some pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, a real massive shame, and again, somebody who I think pioneered what the 40k universe was all about, and made it distinct from the other types of sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean it's the style of art that is synonymous with everything grimdark, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Everyone has their own favorite piece. I mean, the Sisters of Battle one is my personal favorite. With
oh yeah, that's nice. They were on the tactical rock.
Yeah, which apparently is his wife at the time.
Okay, nice. I kind of like his Mechanicum. I always liked his Mechanicum. In fact, it's probably the most influential thing about my Mechanicum, because they always look properly effed up, and somewhat evil, which I kind of like.
Yeah,
if you look at his demons as well, the Bloodthirster artwork.
Oh yeah, that is a great piece.
All the Slanesh demons, yeah, it's just nice.
And his work on the Primarch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got a few of the paints he did with Army Painter just before he died, and I've got to say, they are really nice. It's sort of perfect for trying to get that style of his. Not that I'm very good at painting it, and I think he had a couple of Kickstarters in the works as well. Obviously, coming back to Kickstarter. Yeah, On Guard, but it was a physical game with like big, I think there were 50 something odd, like Inquisitor size models. Wow. And it was just like a single model game. It was like dueling.
Inquisitor was such a great game.
It was. And he's got another
57 mil figures. I can't remember.
Something like that. Yeah. On Guard was like
fortune now.
Yeah, because they're all metal, aren't they?
They were metal. Yeah.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, the On Guard game looked really nice. It was just beyond my budget at the time, and I'm really, really regretting that now. But I hope it goes into 54mm scale. And it was like very. I mean, just look at the cover image there, and it's very John Blanche. You look at that, and it's like, yeah, that is John Blanche. But they've got he's got another one coming with a company called Westphalia Miniatures, and they do very grimdark stuff as well. So I've seen only a single picture from that campaign. They haven't launched it yet, but it looks interesting because they like got here's one model, and there's a 32mm model standing next to it. And it's like, are we going life size here?
Yeah. Very cool.
But yeah, just put a link for the On Guard in the thing, and I'm like, yeah, when that gets to game shops, I'll definitely be picking it up, because it is just, yeah, it just looks absolutely fantastic, just based on the artwork.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So I guess that feels like I wasn't sure whether to put that first or last, because it's sort of like, how do you move on and be positive after that? Yeah. Okay. Well, how about Black Books? We got a bunch of stuff from the Black Books, which was fantastic. They've been slowly but surely releasing all of the what you call it, Black Book sections. This month we've had Death Guard, Thousand Suns, Wordbearer, Space Wolves, Alpha Legion, Raven Guard, Victorious Vengeance, The Hour of the War Master, The Wars of Retribution, Conquest of Coronid Deeps, The White Scars, The Betrayal at Chondax, and The Ultramarines. Nice long list.
Yes, sorry, I got a little bit confused. I've been looking at Warhammer art now, and seeing if I can buy this from John Blanche, which I can. But unfortunately, that Adeptus Sororitas one sold out.
Which is
Not surprised.
look, Warhammer art annoys me in that because they're like, oh yeah, we got these, we got the digital images of the artwork, but we're only selling them in limited amounts.
Yeah.
Really annoying in that, and it's like, come on, it's digital artwork. Why not just let people buy it, even if you're only selling a print rather than these limited edition.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because that would have been a cool thing to own, I think. But yeah, lots of other
Yeah,
cool-
I mean, the second edition box set cover, which is really nice,
Yeah.
the Blood Angel. I mean, that is just so Warhammer. It was one of those images that got me, that will grasp me. And
The Black Templar.
oh yeah, well, what's now the
March.
he's now a Castellan. They actually made a model based on it for the Primara stuff. What's the other one that sort of always speaks to me? Oh, I think it's one of the
Gothic. Cover?
yeah.
G cover.
I think he did one of the
sold out as well.
one of the early Orcs and Goblins one. I quite liked that back in the day.
It's got the Emperor sits on the golden throne. That's
They've got his Robo Dawn and his
yeah.
Jagatai Khan.
The Primarchs ones he did were absolutely amazing. I love all of those Primarchs ones.
I think you should get the Robo Dawn one.
I'm gonna. I would absolutely do that. Actually, it's a really good.
It's a really cool bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, even if I didn't have an Imperial Swiss army, I'd still, if I had to pick one, and one of those would be perfect. I'd say with the Jagatai Khan, and the Angron one is really good. He did an Angron one, didn't he?
I don't know.
Possibly.
Anyway,
It's going to be one of those Mandela effects. Yes, you're right. Okay, so yeah, pages from the Black Book. I think I said it before, but at some point we might be able to make our own coffee book of these, not to sell, obviously, just for ourselves. Because they are the kind of thing where you'd be like, yeah, I could see myself sitting on the loo reading that.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good for all the people that are new in to get their stuff.
Yeah, those Black Books were so rich in lore. It's like I really would. Do you know how they redone the old Rogue Trader rulebook that you can buy? You can buy it at Warhammer Worlds. I'm like, if they did that with the Black Book stuff and just put the lore in there, like did a couple of they did the Isban stuff, and then they did the other stuff in sort of like, I don't know, even if it's just soft cover.
I'm sure we were asking for that a decade ago.
Yeah.
It sounds like a familiar.
Yeah, but I guess I can see why it would be kind of a Warhammer World exclusive.
Yeah.
Just the artwork alone is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Books.
Talking of things you can potentially buy at Warhammer World, there's the new False Gods cover is been released, as they're now going through and releasing the important stories.
Yeah.
From the Heresy series. False Gods next off the line with lovely bit of artwork of Horus there, looking
I like that one. It's
resplendent in his white armor.
It's better than the current, the original cover image, but that's a weird one, isn't it? Because it's the only one not done by Neil. What's his name? Neil Roberts.
Yeah.
So so everyone else was done by Neil Roberts, but he didn't do the second book.
Well, there you go. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like that. That's a really nice cover. And it's nice to see him in that swamp, just before he has the height of his power.
Yeah.
Good old Horus clearing out the swamp. Certain analogies there, coming home to rest. I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, what else have we got? Okay, it's back to
that'd be me then. So Golden Demon winners from Adepticon. So in the Heresy we had bronze, LK, bronze for his Magnus, fantastic looking model. The silver was to Adam Hitchens for a Night Lord in Mark II armor, and the gold was a classic figure, Mohammed Ayat Mendy with his Fulgrim Ascended. Well worth a click on those if you get a chance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, next time there's going to be an Angron Ascended. I can just see it at the at Essen.
The Fulgrim does look lovely.
It does. Yeah. It's a striking piece of work, that, isn't it? I mean, that purple is lovely.
I like the Night Lord, but
he's too.
he's a bit 80s He-Man like for me.
Yeah, I agree. I kind
Oh,
of thought the Magnus was better than
high bright colour. Yeah, the Magnus looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those things where the painters do look at it more than just, oh, that looks cool. I think they are looking for the technique and stuff, and it's hard to sort of. It's like when we saw them in person at Manchester, and it was like, oh right, well that one looks that one's not going to place, is it? Because it doesn't look that great, and then it turned out it was all non-metallic metals, and they were like, yeah.
Someone's bunged over 20 grand, and away you go.
No, I mean Rob was obviously back there getting talked through about what, how they make the decision stuff, and he gave us some really interesting insights to it. Like they're not looking for necessarily.
I mean, the shading is amazing. On every part of that model, just looks incredible. But like you say, it's a little bit. So it's very much the Games Workshop style of things. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, they definitely like their style because
they're sort of super clean style.
But yeah, Rob entered without offense to anybody else who placed. Rob should have placed. Rob should have got at least a bronze for his model, but it was military style modeling rather than Games Workshop style modeling. So I think that's the only reason he didn't. And because looking at that, you're like, how on earth did that not beat that? And that's no disrespect to the guys who were there, because they were all incredible models, but I think Rob's deserved at least bronze.
Well, in terms of the epic, there was an epic category.
Oh yeah, there was. Yes,
there was a bronze went to the Spartan. Tiny Spartan painted up, super detailed.
Yeah, how do you do that?
The gold, I don't know what was.
The bronze was it. The bronze was like a the silver was like a not a heresy. It was like an Eldar or something.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and the gold was this lovely Thunderhawk, amazingly painted, with super detailed,
with the submarine detached coming out the side.
Coming out the side, yeah, really cool. So yeah, great looking model.
I love the canopy on that. Canopy.
Yeah, so do I. Does look really good, doesn't it? So yeah, a lot of things to like about that Thunderhawk. Unbelievable considering how small that model is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to wonder how people manage that.
I know, right? It is insane.
They've definitely sold a part of their soul.
Most of them. Okay.
Okay, right. Now, just to please Chris, because we said it would happen, the Custodes got a Legacies PDF, bringing the Adrosite Guard Sodality, the Pythorite Guard Sodality, and the Sagittarium Guard Sodality. All of these are now...
Be still, my beating heart.
They're in 6s. Why are they in 6s? They were sold in 5s.
Because you're not allowed to take these things anymore, Mr. B.
They were sold in...
Let's make it as difficult as we can.
Look,
it's awkward and confusing as it can be.
This is the first time I've gone, you know what? Chris is absolutely 100%. It's not a case of...
You should have picked up on this sooner.
It's not a case of Chris is just... Sometimes Chris is a bit overly dramatic when it comes to changes to the thing. And it was it's not that bad, is it?
Whoa.
Hang on a second. It was actually no. This is. I got to agree.
Calm down, Chris. For goodness sake.
No, this is one where I think everyone who has those models should 100% be annoyed, because those models were supplied to you in packs of 5, not packs of 6. Oh, he's wonderful.
Done with this.
But you're not overly dramatic.
No.
He's off. He's off. Finally, he's finally been broken by Mr. B's insults.
Okay, no. To be fair, it's a really crappy move to say, okay, yes, you've got this. We sold you these models in this pack size, but if you didn't buy more, you can't have. And it's like, why?
Yeah, we'll accept the bribe. Come back. It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
It's like, why would they do that? It's just, I get the new stuff is in 6s. Because I think, the new lever for the Custodes, everything comes in a set of 6.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Well,
yeah.
So the other thing is, a guy can exchange his Adrosite Spear for a Vegetarian Vectilia for free, but then he can't do any attacks.
We can just not with close combat weapon. You just get the normal close combat weapon stat. You don't have the weapons. Yeah, basically.
He says his war gear is Abdullah Spear Misericordia, which just allows him that allows the unit that additional jigger reaction.
Yeah.
But he doesn't actually have any weapon at all. He just has to punch someone in the face with his nothingness.
Yeah, but it is. Look, some of the legacy stuff has been really badly thought out, but I don't think any of them in the Astartes or the Solar Auxilia, and the Solar Auxilia does have some really poorly thought out stuff, has been as poorly thought out as the ones for the Custodes here. It's absolutely shocking how bad they have done there. To be honest,
That's all good. You know, it's just how it is, isn't it? It's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are some. Like I said, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. So the Venator in for Mechanicum, right? 4 shots or 2 shots, but ordnance FP, I think it is. 4 shots, strength 9, AP2. You're thinking, oh, great. Until you realise it hasn't got armor bane, and it costs 160 points.
Yeah.
Whereas the Vindicator is 130 points, same profile with armor bane, and it's like great, but it's just one keyword.
Yeah.
And it's a worse tank. I mean, what? How can you justify that under any circumstances? But yeah, I think
we're not allowed those things. The idea is to make sure
that the Marines always win.
The Marines always win, and if it's in a legacies document, it is not to be encouraged or promoted in any way, shape, or form.
Well, that's true. That is true. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It really is. I'm just like, seriously, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, let me just check for. So yeah, Vindicator Demolisher is 160 points. I think it has a better armor profile as well. Yeah. So the Magna Laser, I was saying 4 shots. It's higher strength, AP2, damage 3. So 4 shots at damage 3. Pretty good, I would say, if you don't move it.
Yeah.
And it's strength 10 as well. So basically, anything going up against against a thingammy, Spartan or something, you're causing penetrating hits on 4s because it's got armor bane.
It's armor bane.
Whereas the poor old Mechanicum. Sorry, we kind of got off on one, but it's just
no, it's just
classic Ezra Empire tangent done.
Tangent of why have you nerfed my tanks so much, you absolute gits. Let's see if I can. So the Krios Venator, what is the weapon? So it's strength 9. Okay. Ordnance FP. So again, 4 shots. Damage through. Has got suppressive 2, but you're not shooting it at anything too terrible. But no armor bane. It's 1 less, and it costs the same number of points.
Mr. B, my old friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you.
What microphone are you coming out of?
Wind tunnel.
I should be coming out of this one. There's no.
I think your fan's on.
No, it's not on. Give me a second. Let me check my.
It's harness. Something's definitely making a noise in the background, unless it's me. Then why would I be hearing me? It's okay now.
Yeah, my microphone wasn't picking anything up. Okay, fair enough. Okay, right.
Right, we got some more Golden Boys things. We got the new plastic release. Got articles just in what to add to the Battle Force, and a much improved painting article of was it studio or was it community team members?
I think it was the studio.
It says studio and community.
Oh right,
So,
yeah, I got
they hit taken out some of the ones that were
Yeah,
not
because we
doing
had
the
a
models anyway.
there was a really bad one, which is look, I'm not going to say anything bad against the painters because I think if you look at those painters who did, to be fair, bad jobs, normally they do excellent jobs. And I think it was a case of Games Workshop probably gave them and said, right, we need this in 2 days.
Yeah.
But yep, much improved painting all around. Much better display for the models. So that's nice.
That Tony Callanus is lovely. But
It's just,
painted.
it's just the best. It's just
Yeah,
the best
very nice.
in the game.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
Unquestioned.
Yeah, I do. I really like the look of the thing. Okay. Back to Graham.
yeah. So we also got the free rules for the Whirlwind earlier, which is a slightly better. Well, it's 50-50 really. The gun itself is pretty good. 100 points for the model, 10 points if you want it to do the panic effect, which is actually probably what you would want it to do with this, because it's not going to get through the armor because it's AP4 or AP5, depending on the missile type, and strength 6 or strength 5, again, depending on the missile type. So, yeah, it's not going to be taking armfuls of models off, but it might be able to put a status on them. 5-inch blast as well, so, it's okay, but I think indirect fire is not the way to go.
Is there any way of getting indirect fire to be more accurate, or is it always?
Not as far as I'm aware. I mean, somebody out there may know, but I'm pretty sure, unless the siege breaker or something does it, I don't think the master signals makes no odds. I don't think there's any way of bringing that scatter back in to a reasonable value, short of firing it directly. But then it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
Because you're just going to might as well just have a demolisher at that point, because that's probably going to be a better bet.
Do the job, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. But so it's also in the back of the new book.
Yeah. For those of you who like your video games, finally, we have some games coming back, some classic games. They came back on GOG a few years ago, but now they're on Steam, because I know there are a lot of people out there who are weird and, well, I don't know, they're not weird. I kind of
There's nothing
sympathize.
wrong with wanting to play Final Liberation.
No, I was going to say, there are some people out there who are weird and will only buy games on Steam.
Okay.
So, coming to Steam for the first time, we got Shadow the Horned Rat, Chaos Gate, Final Liberation, Rights of War, Dark Omen, Fire Warrior, Mark of Chaos. And a few others returned after being delisted, including Talisman, the Horus Heresy.
Okay. I mean, I've got to say that Final Liberation was literally the best 40k game ever made.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Now you can play it. It's on Steam. We'll put links to that in the show notes.
It looks like it's actually not too terrible, with a little bit of it's had a little bit of a spruce or something, but it doesn't look bad, does it?
I mean, it's currently £3.74.
Can't really argue with that, can you? I mean,
it's normally £4.99. I think this is I bought this literally as soon as they were like, yeah, this is coming out. I was like, right, yeah, hot on that, because Final Liberation is amazing.
I love how they're advertising single player LAN PvP.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah, they've not
Who's LAN partying these days?
They've not actually changed it. It's exactly the same game as it was before.
Is it? Okay. Cool.
It's the exact same. All they've done is just made it work on a modern system.
Oh, together though. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and we've got. I picked up Fire Warrior as well because, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I mean, apart from Rogue Trader, tell a lie, that is a really good 40k game as well.
Yeah, and we've got Dark Heresy coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because while we were off air, they had the Skulls thing, which had all the new stuff coming out. Nothing for Heresy, of course. But
of course,
nothing for Heresy. But we did get what did we get? Total War. We already knew that, didn't we? A few more trailers, a few other things. A demo for what's he called it? What's it called again? Bolt Gun.
Okay. Yeah. Bolt Gun 2?
Yeah, Bolt Gun 2. So yeah. So that was fun. Okay. Right. Back to Chris. So
yeah, Golden Demons returned to the UK's biggest gaming event.
No.
One team returns to the biggest gaming event in the world, this October, once again skipping UK. But the lucky bugger is going to Spiel in Essen, can give it a shot. Can have a shot. Should
We're
be.
going to get there in the end.
I know,
He
but I
was-
just want to read it.
Since
But-
you've come back after you left the band, you've not been the same.
I'm just okay.
Is this badly written?
But the lucky bugger is going to Spiel in Essen, can give a shot at the coveted gold Slayer sword.
Okay, yeah, I've badly written it.
Can have a shot. Am I just saying? Just
Once
Okay,
again,
yep.
skipping the UK, but the lucky bugger's going to Spiel in Essen, can give a shot to the coveted Slayer sword. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, yeah, I wrote it badly. Okay, fair enough.
have a shot at the coveted Slayer sword. Updated guidelines can be found.
Should we have a shot?
Yes,
Actually?
I know. That's why I said.
Have a shot. Okay, yeah, I got. Okay, I'm
Right,
sorry.
don't really get all pissy about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why did he come back to the band? That's what I don't know. It's like
I
Yoko
know.
Ono. It's like,
Yes. Okay. Right.
That's fine. I'm
Okay.
going to come back. That's totally fine.
Okay. Okay. So the next bit we did kind of mention a bit of that in the new releases, but
yeah, Battle of Talon Part 1, so General Tactica. Had a little preview from Warcom, getting an actual unit for the Land Raider Spartan Prometheus, which we've already discovered, and the command variant of the Dracosan, which has no transport capacity. New mission pack, Armored Spearhead, which focuses on tank battles, as well as introducing cohorts Vegas, which is
Vargas, I think.
wandering automata, so they don't have tech priests or Magos is attached. They're sort of leftover remnants lurking about in the sand.
Yeah, I've got the book here, so I'm
They're
just
actually not very good, to be honest with you. I
yeah.
think
No, they're not.
sensible, but they're actually not great. So,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. They haven't got a Magos.
I think they're very much designed for this pack, for this mission pack that you've got. They're less about. I think they're less about being out there. They're more just
what you would use in everyday gaming.
yeah, because there's like 2 missions in it, which is not a lot, but they're very much for tanks, and I think that's what they're designed for. They fit in that missions, not rather than fitting in everywhere else. But the Dracosan command tank isn't too bad.
What's its deal?
Sorry.
This
What's
is
its deal?
part 1, isn't it? What's its deal?
Oh, we don't know what part 2 is yet. We haven't had part 2 of the book.
What does the Dracosan command tank do?
Okay, so it's got command vehicle, which basically means it allows other units to use its value of X instead of their cool or leadership. So it's a tank, and basically once per turn, when the model's there, you can use the leadership or cool of 9. If you've got a Nuncio Vox, Command Vox, or Vox Interlock. So that applies to Space Marines as well. So it's a command tank that can just sit out there, it's 9 hull points. That's 2 more than a normal Dracosan.
Demolish a cannon on that, can't you? Still?
Yeah, you can put a Demolisher cannon on it. It can just sit there doing its shooting with a Demolisher cannon and handing out leadership 9 to units. So it's, mind you though, that is 200 points. Although with Solar Auxilia, a reliable 9 is nothing to be sniffed at.
But doesn't the Command Vox Interlock already do this? And that's
Yes, depending on the squad you've got. Yeah, depending on the squad you've got. But I suppose,
like 10 on that, can't you?
yeah, I think you can get that. But depending on the high command squad, yeah. So, but I think this might be more reliable because it comes with built-in flare shield.
Okay, I don't think the flare shield does what it used to do because, of course, nothing does what it used to do.
Yeah, but this would allow you to have a tank high command because it's high
so you put it into the slot, high command slot. Yes, I'm with you. Yeah.
It can fit into that high command slot. Or is it the high? Is that the one with the? No, which one's the high? Oh, I forget the symbols. Why can't I just put it on? It's the guy at the side with the mohawk thing.
That's high command.
Yeah. Okay. So it's high command. Oh, so the Prometheus tank is high command as well. Oh, interesting.
All right. There we go. That's
flare shield just gives it nullifies armor bane.
Yep. So
so that's actually pretty useful. And that does mean that your las cannons and the like need to actually get 6s. Yep. Phil?
Yeah, I think it's all right. Okay. On to something else which we never thought would happen: pre-painted terrain for Warhammer. We've seen more pictures of it since.
Videos.
Sorry, apologies.
We've seen more pictures of it since on the preview that we had last week, but yeah, more. There are various starter sets coming with this L-shaped terrain that people are so
So we're
about.
getting standardized terrain in standardized colors for 11th edition.
They are also selling it unpainted. They are also selling it unpainted. So,
yeah, let's be honest.
I mean, look, from my point of view,
organizers are going to snap that up because they haven't got to worry about anything then. They haven't got to paint it.
Every event organizer I am speaking to is getting foldable terrain.
Okay.
They don't want this. They're like, this is fine for Games Workshop because they've got the space. And if something is broken, it's easily replaced. Whereas a lot of them are going, I can get this 3D printed terrain that literally prints in one. I take it off, it folds out, it folds away. It's a small thing. So like the event organizers I know, and I speak to a few now and then, they're like, yeah, they're like, we're not interested in this. It's the foldable terrain we want because you can even print it in multicolors. So it, yeah. So it's like for some of them, 3 kilograms of terrain, so that's 30 quid basically. 3 kilograms of filament, that's basically 30 quid. Will get you multicolored an entire table's worth of terrain, and it takes about 4 days to print on one printer.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, not bad.
So yeah, but it's nice looking stuff. I've seen it in person. They had it at the UK Games Expo.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
kind of makes sense.
And then a battle mat, but fabric, and only in the current Warhammer size, which is smaller than what we use. So that's no good for us. But yeah, no, it's nice stuff, and I would rather it be unpainted if I was going to buy any. Yeah. Anyway.
I can see the attraction, frankly.
Oh, I can see the attraction.
Yeah.
But I would rather paint it myself.
Okay.
Right. With the new Mark IV armor now in the same style of kit as the Mark II, 3, and 6, GW showed off how they integrate with the various upgrade kits to make veteran tactical squads, heavy support squads, command squads, etc.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we figured because they're all the same pose and it's all the same sizes and stuff. So it's just like with the Mark II and the Mark III.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, that is the really annoying part about it. They've got the more dynamic poses on each miniature, but there's only 5 of them.
Yeah, so
you've got
10.
You've got to work a lot harder to make them more individual.
So what are those? I'm just looking through those things. So they've just sort of mixed and matched some stuff together.
Well, they've just taken the standard stuff that we have now, like the top one, the Praetorian Commands. Is that no? That's sort of midway down. The veteran tactical squad is literally just taking the disintegrator sprue that you can buy or get in Saturnine, and made a tactical squad with a veteran squad with thing. The next one is they just taken the plasma gun sprue. Yeah, that's the new Mark IV.
Mark IV.
Yeah.
The armor is all Mark IV.
Yeah. Nice. And the Praetorian Command Squad is they've literally bought a upgrade sprue for the Command Squad and just put it on there.
Nice.
It's plain and simple. I mean, that's 18 quid. And yeah.
Oh, yeah, they've got a full list of things there, so that's nice. Cool.
Yeah, they've got the Matrix. But it's the only thing they don't list there is the breaches, even though they will work. They've just got Mark III arms.
Right. Gotcha.
Because every sprue has the same, every has the same position. So as long as you've got the right arms going on the right body, you can fit anything between them.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay,
lovely
awesome
stuff.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So Mortalis, as we talked about earlier, let's get some updated rules and a new journal with a range of new stratagems, advanced reactions, attachments, and mission packs, alongside new data sheets for veteran despoiler and veteran breacher squads, as well as solo auxilia armed with boarding shields and shotguns. Wow.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. We've already got veteran Breacher squads. We've got them in the legacies.
CDS.
So I'm assuming this is going to bring them in and maybe give them some new options. I don't know. Because at the minute... Yeah, because at the minute...
my whole Zone Mortalis board, I know a guy that's shifting one pretty soon.
Yeah. The whole Forge World.
The original Forge World resin.
Still in boxes because we never got it out of it.
Most of it. There's two that aren't in boxes, but yeah, most of it. I photographed it all today.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
I don't blame you. It takes up so much space, and the plastic GW stuff is more flexible.
How did you?
It's old school. There's no school like the old school.
Exactly.
No, it's beautiful. If I had the room and the money, I would have had it. But it's a case of it's a room. It's a much nicer set. Yeah, should be. Although I'm getting a feeling that they're just going to say, use the what they call for the breachers from are they called breachers? The boarding squad from the Navy 40K, because there's like is there? Talons of the Emperor squad. I think they are called breachers. They're a naval squad. They're in the not Talons of the Emperor, agents of the Imperium. That's what they're called. I'm just trying to find the link for it now. It is is it naval breachers? Yeah, Imperial Navy breachers. I'm just sending you a link to them now in the WhatsApp. But I've got a feeling they're just going to use them.
Oh, they're a kill team unit.
Yeah, they're a kill team unit. So I've got the feeling they're going to say use that.
Only one guy's got a shield.
Yep.
So much for breaching.
That's my feeling. Okay, right. Okay, final bit of news for this episode. Custody's second wave was revealed on Friday, just gone. It's expected we get these. We did the Telemon, the Gear Falcon jet bikes, and the Palace Gravatac, alongside Valdor getting his own Journal Tactica, Prospero Burns, the Judgment of Valdor. So I don't know if that actually means it's his thing, but it's got his name in it, so Chris is going to be happy with it nonetheless.
One reason to buy it.
He could be judging from a distance. I mean, he doesn't have to be there, does he?
I think
he did step foot on.
He did, yeah. He did.
The Telemon looks really nice. It looks much better than the resin one, in my opinion. Just a little extra details on it.
Well, yeah, it's got the inbuilt filigree on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Don't think LTL has, and the Roman style belt thing.
Pertigues or
yeah, it's cool. LTL.
Jet bikes are nice. The Palace. I mean, I like the Palace. I know Chris isn't a fan, but
yeah.
And it's got another weapon apparently as well. It's got
one that they said it had at the start and never wrote into it.
It's got the Arachnus Blaze Cannon, which it had, and now it's got an Elastus Accelerator Fusel. I think that's different because it was an Androsite that they put in the book.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. So this book this book is interesting because it's got the lore of the thing. It's got rules for the Adjutorium Sodalities. So use a specialist to support your shield host. So I wonder what that is. That sounds interesting. Also, the first properly published outside of a black book demons list with screamers and horrors in a Demons of Tzeentch army list. So that is going to be interesting.
Interesting that they're going for a Demons of Tzeentch.
Well, it makes sense because it's Thousand Suns.
No, absolutely. I know it does.
Mm.
But up till now in Heresy, demons have been a unformed hodgepodge of demonic. I know you've had the flavors, but it hasn't been screamers, horrors, etc.
Yeah.
So
it's the first time we've had the named plastic demons.
Yeah, exactly.
So it should be interesting.
More on the webway. That's what I want. Just want the war on the webway.
Well, this is the first step, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first step. So anyway, I guess that is where we are for this news this month. So I guess we've got a list challenge to do. And I'm looking forward to this.
Things to do first.
Oh, do we? Oh, yeah, letters. Of course.
Let's read the fan mail first.
So, some letters from the audience. Let's have a little rummage through the old post bag.
Okay,
And
so
see what
first
we have.
one is up.
Graham claims that no good music has been made since 1991, and yet Nimrod and Discovery were both made after that. Therefore, his argument is flawed, and that is from Simon H.
I got to be honest here, guys. This is a really I mean, I love both of these albums, but these are very different albums.
I don't
Nimrod
even
by
know. I mean, Nimrod from Green Day.
Green Day,
is a
yeah,
good
yeah.
album, I'll give them that. And
Discovery is Daft
American
Punk.
Idiots. It's a good. I haven't listened to that, obviously. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, Discovery is Daft Punk. That's why I'm like, these are very different genres.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
They're
here's the
both
thing.
great albums.
They absolutely are. I would agree that there is. I mean, I've been somewhat flippant saying that all music is dead after 1991. But there are, there is some great things. I mean, I like Oasis. They're two albums that are worth listening to. Were after 1951. Blur's album was good. Park Life. Pulp. I think whatever it's called, His and Hers. No, the other one, It's Been 2000. I can't remember what it's called. It's a fantastic album. But yeah, here's the thing though, and I think this is worth mentioning. All right. So Metallica's Black Album, Pearl Jam 10, Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, the Red Hot Chili Peppers Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Soundgarden Bad Motorfinger, and Nirvana Nevermind came out in 1991 within 57 days of each other. So I'm going to rest my case.
I would say that Use Your Illusion over two albums, there are probably 4 good songs.
I think there's one good album. I might, to be fair, but there isn't 2 albums worth of good songs.
When it comes to Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'm a child of my age, and for me, it's Californication.
California. Well, Red Blood Sugar Sex Magic has got.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic's great album.
It is a great album. It's just if I was going to pick
for example.
if I was going to pick a Red Hot Chili Peppers album to be like the only one I had, it would be Californication.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway,
that's from.
You're right. It is.
It's a later one. Yeah. That's like 2001-ish, isn't it?
Goodness me! See, even I'm getting confused now. 10 years later.
Oh,
so anyway,
I remember.
I distinctly remember seeing them play it in Hyde Park.
I've got the music video in my head.
Yes, so have I think that's probably what it is. Anyway,
yeah,
you are probably right, Simon, and I am somewhat flippant, but I think
this is the second letter from. We got 2 letters from Simon this month, if I recall.
If I would like to say though, then this has been playing on my mind a little bit.
2002. Can't stop.
Can't stop. Okay.
Yeah, second year uni. That makes sense.
Any bands anymore? Like everybody who does recording now is one person because they can sit in the room and make it because of technology, right? In terms of pop music, talking about generalized, and you don't have bands anymore because I think record company because it's too expensive for them to do it, or it's cheaper just to have one person do it, which is a bit of a shame. I think the pop band is a thing of the past. Maybe K-pop's a slight difference there, but anyway, it doesn't.
Yeah, but that's just a bunch of singers. That's just a bunch of singers.
Yeah, you're right. It's not really a band, is it? But yes, I think the point is, for me, as I mentioned previously, you kind of have this fixed point in time when, for you, music, you were kind of at the, new music was coming out and you were listening to it, and then you stop listening to new music and start just listening to the stuff that you like.
I think someone said it's about when you're 15, that's the kind of music you'll listen to for the rest of your life. And
that's true. Because when I was 15, I was definitely into deep metal territory. And probably in a week these days, I will listen to maybe 3 heavy metal songs.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's very true. I mean, I've definitely, as I got older, my taste in music. So there were bands that I would not listen to when I was in the 90s or the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Because they were, music was much more tribalistic, I think, back then. It's like, right, I'm not listening to that because I listen to this genre of music and you listen to that genre of music. But since then, I've listened to all of those genres of music and think they're fantastic. So, yeah. Anyway, long story short is I think there's a point in time where you go, actually, I really like this music and this is what I'm going to listen to, and I'm not going to try and chase the latest trends in music. Genuinely, I think if there's a 50-year-old person who's like, I'm absolutely down with what the kids are listening to, I think you sad git. Go back. You know, you don't want to be the oldest person at the rave.
And just
Well,
so you know,
I don't know. My niece got me into Dua Lipa, and I'm like, yeah, she's pretty good.
me and Mr. B have both witnessed Graham sing along to Pink Pony Club more than once.
At least.
So it's nice.
Hidden pleasure.
That was a bit of chapel.
Have you seen Guar's cover of it?
I don't know
No,
what you just said to me.
Guar, they're a
Country?
no, it's a
the
band.
American territory?
Metal band.
Metal band. GWAR. They wear costumes. They're like
dress up
proper.
costumes, like LARPing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send you the video. It's brilliant. But they're from that's from my youth.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right.
Let's go. Let's roll on.
Next question.
Next one. I love bolt action, like you guys do. I'm working on a Soviet naval force. That is actually pretty cool, Black Death. But I'd rather you guys keep the flow separate. Would you consider some side stuff for bolt action? I'd love for you guys to go through how you settled on the forces you're building. That's from Nev.
I feel like we've done part 2 of this question already.
Have we?
I'm
Yeah,
sure
we
we
have.
discussed how
Yeah. So
we
Yeah.
influenced
Yeah.
by
our various connections to the theatres and forces that we're undertaking.
Ready?
Yeah,
Mine was a coin flip.
Yeah. The only way I can think of doing like a side bolt action would be doing alternate months of the
Whip.
would be bolt action 1 month, heresy the next month.
Yeah, because we like playing. We like playing D&D, so
we don't do once a month, do we? No, because you're right. We quite like playing D&D and playing video games.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a thing, which actually segues into a question
later on. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Do you want to read this one, Chris?
We have had very small conversations about how we would do a bolt action show. So it's not entirely a pie in the sky, but it is just very small conversations about how we would make that work.
Yeah.
Is it me or does Saturnine Terminators suddenly everywhere? It's like everyone and his dog is painting them now. Are we entering a new Saturnine meta? Almost certainly, James, because they come in the box sets.
Yeah, I think that's a fact. They are good value and they're not bad units.
And they look quite cool.
As I said, I think it's now that proper painters have gone. But I painted the Marines, I painted the Arachne, I've painted the whatever else is in the box. I guess I've got to paint the Saturnine now. Proper painters, like community painters, are painting it, and they're going, "Yeah, I can do a good job on this." I mean, some of the freehand stuff you see done on the shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of big empty areas. Are great.
They lend themselves to that kind of art.
I've said to Damien he should do what because he's done his knights freehand on his shoulder on the knight shoulders, and I'm like, you should do that on your Saturnine.
Yeah, I think they are. I don't think I've actually faced them, to be fair. So I'll wait and see what happens next. Mr. B's done some.
It might be a weird thing where people are painting them, shoving them on the internet because they're enjoying painting, but no one has put them on the table.
I've seen a couple of people paint, play with them, but I've not played them myself yet. So
okay,
right.
Next question, which does segue into an earlier conversation. Why do so few these days?
Why do so few
these days really miss your work? And that's from Peter H. Yes, that's a good question. Actually,
well,
we've sort of asked ourselves.
We feel that little and often is a much better mindset to approach things with, and also we like doing other things with our time, and
yes, I think that's probably
which we didn't do, 4 years ago or 3 years.
So we've been doing this for 10 years, right, or longer now, and so there's only so many new releases that I can go through. And it's like just trying to do something different, I think, is probably part of that. But yeah, I think, like you say, we don't really have the same schedule that we had before. And I think we put longer shows out now even though we're still selling punk rock. But yeah, I think that's my view anyway. Is that we have other demands on our time, unfortunately.
This has never been a job. It's always been like a social thing we've enjoyed doing, but we only have so much limited social space. And although we enjoy spending it together,
We also have
we
you know,
enjoy
other
spending it
halves.
together. Well, we also enjoy spending it with our friends on a Wednesday, because we have always recorded up until the last few months. We've always recorded on a Wednesday, but that's the only time our D&D group can get together.
Yeah.
So rather than interrupt the flow of D&D campaign, we're having a week off. We're quite lucky that we can generally always have a game on the week on the
Yes.
Wednesday. So that's why we don't do it so often, because the other days that we can do it are not always as readily available.
Although Graham is like determined that we're going to stream when we play Hell Let Loose, so we might do that. I'm just going to figure out, because if I stream it, it's just me they're seeing.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
I think the only way we could do it would be to all of us record our footage, and then we put out a video that's not live streamed, but we just put our video with.
Yeah, we might do something like that for fun.
Or one of us just goes commander all the time, because that's where you're going to see the most interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll have a look and see what other people do, maybe, because I think people would enjoy that. Right. Okay. Next one.
See, I think it's going to be putting whoever's going to be in command of the tank in who's going to cause the most grief and aggravation. So there will be the constant reminder of Mr. B not to make sure the right weapon is loaded. Even though I've done the same thing.
Oh yeah, we were shooting a P4 and I'm like, why is he not doing anything? And I was like, oh, because I've got HE loaded.
Yeah, Chris was not happy. You can.
He was furious.
He was
absolutely fuming. It was on the one hand extremely
spaces. I drive the tank to the places you need to get to. And then
on the one hand, it was really scary, but on the other hand, it was kind of funny.
Should have been two shots. And
I think that is the joy of us playing Hell Let Loose, that you will see the dynamism of our group.
You know what? One of the things I quite like these days about doing it is the fact that Chris doesn't mind going in a light tank either. Because we have a hell of a time in there. Because before he was like, "Well, I'm not getting in that thing."
No, I hate it. It's awful. But yeah,
it's terrible.
Anyway, let's go on to the next question.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Is this the penultimate question?
Yes. So the last question's a million hours.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Really enjoyed the last episode. Top tier, but it needed some more of your trademark humor, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Yeah, it felt a bit dry. I felt it felt a bit dry. Maybe we can have a look and do some jokes.
I don't know. I think it's not a bad thing to do once in a while.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think we could do the same style, but I think we could be slightly looser with.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was completely scripted, right? So
yeah,
but I think we need what you might say guidelines.
I'm not
the script out.
I've kind of been putting together some notes for maybe doing a Prospero one.
I think if we're going to
do them in order, I would go fine.
Well, Prospero happens at the same time as Free.
That is true.
That's what I was thinking. But I was thinking, even if I'm doing the notes, it's not going to change in the next 5 months or whatever it takes to get it done. I'm just sort of thinking, I'll put some notes together and maybe, when we get round to it, we can get round to it. It doesn't hurt. That said, they just announced a journal with it. Yeah. So.
Well, I think I'd like to do it again. I quite liked it personally, but I can see why it is.
I got a lot of nice comments about it at Expo, and I was like, because there were like 4 people who just came up to me like, I really love this. I really love the show, and I was like, what? And then buggered off, and I was like, what was that?
Okay, cool. Were you wearing a t-shirt?
Are
Yes,
you hallucinating?
I did wear the t-shirt for one day simply because I was volunteering there, so I just literally grabbed a couple of random t-shirts for when I was finished my shift. I could take off my normal t-shirt because otherwise I'm having to do stuff for the people. Like people came up to me, but then I was like, it was actually a really good show. It's one of those things where I think Graham would like it for a day, but I don't think he'd like to do it the whole time. You like to roll your... Well, to be fair, if you're there as a punter, you can roll dice and play games all you want because there's like a board game library. There are events you can enter for like gaming wise, nothing in terms of heresy, but there's plenty of 40k, there's plenty of bolt action, there's plenty of Marvel Crisis Protocol. But yeah, and the evenings are like there's RPG stuff. I think you guys will actually have a blast, actually, to be fair. But it's
good.
It's nice fun. But
maybe
I volunteer
as well, and then we'd get the hotel paid, right?
I volunteer because then I get food. Well, I get food vouchers for the vans outside, and I get my accommodation paid for. The only thing I've got to pay for is my travel and maybe some food, because sometimes you got to pay £1 or £2 to get something because you're like you got your groats in like £5 and £2, and you're like, yeah, well,
maybe we should give that a thing.
Yeah, it's actually really fun, and as I said, you can do. I mean,
it's
one of the NEC. Yeah, you know what? It was weird. This year was actually this year's Games Expo was the largest event that the NEC have ever hosted in their history.
Blimey!
And
I've had some big events there.
Exactly, and it was just like wow. But yeah, no, it's actually kind of fun to volunteer, but it's the kind of thing where, if money was no object, you could just like spend the whole time and enjoying yourself. But yeah, nice thing about volunteering, they put you up in the Hilton.
Yeah, the Hilton, which is just on the site there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute walk from the NEC. Yeah.
I know. Anyway, went to Props with the wife the other year. Anyway, next question. The last question. This is from Simon again. So, do you want to give us this one, Chris?
I know some people really hate 3.0, but I'm actually loving it. Other than missions, of course, because they are shit. Yes, they are. One thing I'm really enjoying is the list building. I've yet to find an output for displaying it that works. Otherwise, I think it's a lot more fun and a bit more thinking than previous. You have to make very real decisions about what you want to take. Yeah, the displaying it is an absolute headache as someone who does it. Has to do it for this challenge every month.
Yeah, I mean, I
no
like the
uniform shape or order.
I mean, the new recruit output, it looks terrible, and it's really hard to sort of how do I put that, because I update my blog and I put my lists on there when I'm play a game, and it's like, oh well, how do I work this so it actually looks interesting to look at? Because right now it feels worse than Battlescribe output from the last edition.
So what I do when you send me your list, for instance,
I try and edit out everything that isn't needed.
I have to color code what the different things are, so that I know what is in a certain detachment. Because otherwise, it's just a nightmare trying to decipher it. So
I wonder if somebody because the output's in JSON.
Yeah.
So technically, you could use that. If you were clever,
yeah. I mean, the cool
use that to interpret it and write your own display.
I mean, New Recruit is cool in that you get the what's I'm looking for? You can get the cards, but that's not what you want when you're showing your list and saying, "Hey, this is my list," and you've just got. I love what Chris does, but it's like that's a physical thing you have to do, and I'd love there to be an app that actually outputs it and says, "Right, this similar to what Chris is, but maybe." I don't know. It's a hard one.
I've got quicker. I mean, I've got quicker at doing it for this challenge now. Before, for me to do one of your lists, to read it, translate it, put it into the thing, would take me roughly an hour and a half to get it all ship shape and Bristol fashion.
Yeah.
This month it hasn't taken me as long.
Yeah.
But I think my brain is decoding it. But yeah, I do find that it's.
Let me have I think I might have a look at the. Actually, if you send it, I'll have a look at the output and I'll have a look at the JSON and see if there's something that we can do there.
Yeah, I mean, I love the data cards you can put out from New Recruit, but they're no good for showing. They're not as good for showing what you call it.
Regardless of the display, I think it's absolutely right. There is particularly in the northeast, weirdly. there seems to be quite a lot of, I don't like 3. It's got no flavour. I want it to go back to 2, so I'm going to. And people started playing 2 again,
Gotcha.
which is like
There's definitely some people who are playing 2, but I think it's a lot more prominent online than it is in real life, if that makes sense. I think it's one of those things where it's
the Northern Alliance did a 2 V2 event recently.
yes, which I heard didn't go down as well as they would have liked. Not that it was badly organised or anything, just that it wasn't as well attended as they would have liked, or something. I can't remember. There was some comments from them about how, yeah, we thought it was going to be. I think there's definitely a lot more noise online.
I mean, we only got 4 people to our event, which was 3. So
yeah, but yeah, it's true. To be fair,
I think the problem it has is you look at I think the missions are a big turn off for people. Absolutely.
yeah,
So the one thing that we have always said, and Simon pointed out in his letter, is the missions this time around are trash.
they are.
They are trash panda missions that they don't generate a good gaming experience, because at the end of turn 1 you've lost. That's not a fun game experience for.
Yeah, and it's not as if you can even claw it back, right?
Yeah,
because the most powerful unit in the game is the tactical squad.
Yeah. Tactical squad with marshal signals for Vanguard and all the fun and all the shenanigans. You can't. No other army in the game can beat that combination.
If it wasn't for the fact that it was that it was what's the word I'm for the if it was one of those missions and then 2 others, it would be fine. It's just that all 3 missions in the book are a variation of the same, with slight adjustments to the points you score. There's no real variation. It's one mission.
Apart from the challenge, which just gets on my nerves, it's just such a long process. I think I prefer this edition because I think it is the most balanced edition yet.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people who complain about it because when they had armies previously, they weren't balanced and they exploited that lack of balance to win.
And I mean, to be fair, your armies, I think one of the things that they're saying about no flavour is the fact that armies previously, if you were taking an Ultramarines army, you had a couple of choices for your rights of war. Now, if you take an Ultramarines army, it is this army rule, that's it. Whereas before you had some sort of basic rules for the army, but then you could change the rules of the rights of war. I think you had a lot more variety on how the army worked.
Yeah, because you had like the Legion trait kind of thing, and then you had a right of war, which was But anyway, weirdly enough, segueing into that is there is this set of homebrew rules now where somebody's gone through and sort of created old school rights of war kind of thing for V3.
Okay.
Which a lot of people have been
picking up
and saying, "Oh yeah, this looks kind of more interesting." I'll put a link to it in the chat.
Yeah, I quite like the fact that they simplified a lot of stuff in this edition. Fewer rerolls. I think the rules for the game flow a lot better, and I think they work a lot better than they previously had. They're less exploitable. But yes, I think that the fact that you have lost the rights of war, I think that's a lot of people's biggest issue, the fact that they don't have that way of customizing how the army works quite the same way. But
I think they thought that the detachment system would make up for that.
Yeah.
I think that was their concept, was let's give everyone detachments, because then they can flavour their army how they want to.
You see so few people take the Legion specific detachments though.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Why would you when you've got the Apex detachment where you can put the elites in and off you go? I mean, I do for the Mechanicum. Actually, no, I don't.
I do for the Solar Auxilia because it's the only way that our army really works.
So it's called Modalities of War, and there's a 1.1 thing. And it starts out pretty good actually.
Modalities of War.
Modalities of War.
Yeah, I think I know that one. Yeah.
Community-based document published in our homage to the original Rights of War. But what is good is that they haven't wishlisted. They mentioned about wishlisting because obviously people do that. But it's like there's actually limitations. So, for example, there'll be an effect or a limitation. Whereas I think in V3 there aren't any limitations. It's like you just get this.
Mhm.
So they've gone back and had a good look at it, and I reckon I'll put a link into the thing, and maybe we can share it in the show notes and see what people think.
Okay, cool.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Okay, awesome. Right, excellent. I think that's it for letters.
List building. Let's go into our list challenge.
Yeah, that'll be the next thing. Hey guys, unfortunately, due to various technical issues, the list challenge is not going to be in this episode. I'll see if I can salvage it for a future episode, but I'll be honest, it's totally down to me. I've had a bit of a turgid time family-wise recently, illnesses and stuff, so which is not great, but hardly your fault. Anyway, thanks for being here for this episode. I'm sorry it's late, but if you've enjoyed it, leave us a review on Spotify, whatever you're listening to, iTunes. Follow us on the Facebooks, the Twitter, your Instagrams. Again, YouTube. We'd love more viewers on YouTube. If you want to get in touch with us, post on our Facebook wall, send us a message to one of our social accounts, or email us at info@edgeofempire.co.uk. And if you want to help out the show, we've got affiliate links with Audible, which you can sign up for to get your audiobooks. You've got all your Horus Heresy audiobooks, all your Warhammer audiobooks on there, which is amazing. I'm just listening to Traitor General, which is the first time I've listened to it, but I have read it in the past. And it's a month's free trial, and after that it's $7.99 a month, and it's great. I like it. You can also become a Patreon of the show, pop a couple of quid or dollars into the tip jar. We're eternally grateful for that. We got a Ko-fi, but nobody uses it. We got asked to put it up and then nobody used it, so I was like, why are we doing this? I don't know, we'll probably take it down at some point too. You can also help us by going for our website to purchase your wargaming toys through Element Games with Element Crystal codes, which are great, which means you get double crystals and we get normal crystals. So we'll put those in the show notes, but Chris's is CHR211, Graham's is GRA2794, and mine is MIC440. Honestly, they're really great. And that's about it. We've also got an Outpost affiliate link with the Outpost as well, who great little FFLGS in Sheffield. Anyway, next episode we'll be back. Don't know, maybe we'll do Bolt Action, maybe we'll keep doing Heresy, we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully next episode won't be quite as long and I won't mix up so many damn technical errors. Thank you, bye bye, and because Chris is not here to say it, love and snuggles.